were always friendly and always speaking to you, and that was the only time you got to be with the people. And like Betty Jane, I'd go home with Marie, but I don't ever remember Marie coming to our house, but she'd always want me to come to her house.
I think I was always going to their house instead of their coming to mine.
Too much work here.
Mama put us to work,
Yeah.
didn't she?
Well, some more history on the church has popped into my mind. Was, we only had preaching the fourth Sunday
Right,
in the month,
in the morning.
in the morning, and they had Sunday school every Sunday that I remember. But then we went to 2 Sundays a month, second and fourth Sunday, and we are still doing second and fourth Sunday night and morning, and Sunday school every Sunday. So that's how we climbed up the ladder from the 1 Sunday and 2 Sundays. Stayed 2 Sundays, but we did the Sunday nights. And that's the history that I remember. And we never did say, do we have to go to church?
Oh, no. No.
Yeah.
It was never even brought into
We were
discussion.
proud to get to go.
Right.
Whether it was just Sunday
Anything
school,
to get out of the fields.
we were proud to get to go.
Yeah, right.
Because that gave us a chance to be with our friends.
Right.
And we had our Sunday clothes,
We looked forward to it, wasn't it? Wasn't
Yeah.
matter. Nobody made us do nothing.
but we had our Sunday clothes, and you took them off and you wore them again, and your school clothes was about the same way, but your wearing clothes, they were for work.
Right.
But I don't remember the second Sunday
Yeah.
thing. But I always remember Mama always would cook for the preacher, whether she knew he was coming or not. And we'd always have plenty
Yeah.
if he wanted to come. So she was prepared if nobody asked him, to go home with them.
Well, there's various sorts of people.
Yeah.
Well, Preacher Gazaway was like a daddy to us,
Oh,
because where did
absolutely.
he stay when he came?
He'd stay at our house.
Well, that's what I asked that, because that's why a lot of them did 1 Sunday a month, that he might have had four churches to pastor then.
He did.
One on first, one on second, one on third, and Chester on the fourth. So they had the conference the Saturday morning before. So he would leave, where was he lived, go stay with somebody, have conference,
Yeah.
and that
He did
was
his job well, and he was well liked.
Yeah.
It was that way during revival meeting too, and I
Oh, yeah.
remember Mama washing his shirts and ironing them and
Yeah.
That's
that
right, she
kind of
kept his
thing.
Yeah.
clothes done up, and they go home on Wednesday after church, and come back Wednesday night and stay
The
Yeah.
rest
with us
of the
till the
weekend.
rest of the week.
Yeah.
But I remember.
And they gave them vegetables and all from the garden,
Right.
and I can imagine them taking them home on Wednesday to their wives and them having to labor putting that stuff
Yeah.
up, but they were
Yeah.
glad to get it.
Yeah.
I remember Preacher Loomis, because I remember when we graduated from 1955, there was a discussion about who would have our baccalaureate service, and we had it at Sardis Church, and Preacher Loomis came
Yeah.
and preached our baccalaureate
I
service.
remember
We
him.
called him Lummus.
Loomis, well,
Let me go
whatever.
back to him. Preacher Gasaway had been the pastor of our church from the time I was born till I got married.
Right.
Up until the time I got married. But I'll tell about that first, and then I'll finish about Preacher Loomis.
When did
We
you get
had-
married?
1950.
That's when I got married.
Yes, and this was in
December
June.
24th.
Right, and so we had at Chesterton, of course, we had a different minister to preach each Sunday night at one point, and one of them was
Oh, I forgot about that.
Preacher Bowen.
Yeah.
And he was so kind, there was a group of us girls, and I remember, I think there's 4, that he just seemed to take attention, paid attention to, and he called us his little girls.
Yeah.
Well, now Walter and I, it was time for us to, choose a pastor and or a minister for our wedding. And so instead of asking Preacher Gasaway, we asked this Preacher Bowen. He lived there in the community, and Walter had got to know him because Walter would go to his church on Sunday morning, I'd go to mine, then on Sunday night, Walter would go with me to church tea. So he got to know Preacher Boyd. So we got married at 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning. Mama had cooked whatever we had for lunch that day. We got married in Mama's living room, and we didn't know about all the finery of a wedding then, you know. I bought a Sunday go to meeting outfit, and there was part of Walter's family there and part of my family there. And after the 10 o'clock wedding, we all went to church at Chester T.
Yeah.
And Preacher Lummus did the preaching that day. And then we came back to Mama's for lunch. And then Walt and I went on our honeymoon.
Yeah.
So I understand that later Preacher Gasaway told another person that he thought Mattie Jane would have asked him to marry her. But you know, Walter knew Preacher Boyd, and he was real kind.
I'm sure he understood.
I'm sure he did too, but I just thought that was interesting.
Preacher Boyd lived on the right on Cool Springs Road,
Right,
right, church up
Okay.
there.
And he was kind of a retired minister, I guess.
Yeah.
You were talking, excuse